G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, I'm going to do another melt today, melt some more aluminium, scrap alloy, and I'm going to do enough to do these 3 tubes. Now these are the 2 that I did last video, which was a successful pour. It just came out nicely, and this is a piece of the same tube which I had played around with and ran the boring bar through it. You can see where I had the fix steady on it here when I was turning it and then flipping it. Wasn't such a bright idea because really the finish that was original finish was better than the finish I finished up with. So there's a little bit rough inside, but I think it'll come out. I think there's enough aluminium shrinkage that bit of roughness won't really matter too much. So anyway, we'll get the fire cranked up. I'll just pour the stuff and show you what it comes out like. I'm not going to bother showing the furnace again because you've seen that a million times, and we'll just see what it pours like. See what it comes out like, and then we'll spin it up on the lathe and just see what sort of quality it is with the aluminium I'm using, which is different aluminium this time. Right, well these came out easy, no problem, same as last time. This one's a lot longer, and also it's not dead smooth inside this tube. I played around with this tube, so we'll see how it goes anyway. Put it in the vise here. There she goes. How is that for a hunk of aluminium? That's the biggest pour ever. It's a bit misshapen in the middle there. Trouble is when you pour these big long lengths like this, the crucible's pretty heavy. You know, trying to get that big long handle, it's trying to do it on your own. Well, I poured all of this out of one crucible, which is quite a bit. So if I'd just done the long tube and forgot about these, it wouldn't be so heavy, but that amount of aluminium on a long pole takes a bit of hanging on to. So, and then you've got to tip it down the hole without spilling it. So it'll be interesting to see what that machine's up like. It's a bit daggy in the middle there for some reason. And this is also soft aluminium. This is much better aluminium than the stuff I use for gears. So this should machine up really well. It should be better than the hard aluminium. So we'll stick it on the lathe and we'll give it a go, see what it turns out like. Right, well this is not the greatest looking piece of aluminium I've ever seen. It's got a dip in the middle. And, it's got a bow in it too. It's sort of distorted that tube when I poured it. I don't know, but anyway, it looks a bit bodgy. So I'll run it through, just use carbide, and I'll just spin it through and clean it up, and then I'll get a better finish on it. So we're going to waste a fair bit, I think, but too bad. We'll see, it didn't cost anything, so we'll see what happens. Go through on a coarse speed. Get the worst of it off. High speed is still better for this, but well, this is in the lathe, so we'll clean it up with that, and then I'll put the high-speed steel on it. Well, here's the finished article. A bit of a problem machining it. It was galling, a lot worse than the hard stuff. So being softer, I suppose that's one of the penalties you get with the soft aluminium. It galls more. And then I did get a decent finish, but I had to machine down a lot further than I needed to just to get the good finish, because it was tearing up badly. But now, as you can see, that's a good finish, as good as you could hope for. Tiny bit of porosity in there. I didn't use any degassing agent or anything in this. I just melted it down, and that's quite usable for sure. Not bad at all. If you were to knurl that or anything, you'd never notice anything like that. I mean, you know, for any use, it's quite good. But as I said, the only trouble I found with this was that even though it's consistent, lengthwise it seemed fairly consistent, being soft aluminium, it was more difficult to machine than the harder stuff. When I say soft, it's not real soft to that degree, but it would bend over, it would fold over, whereas the other aluminium that I've used previously would always break before it wouldn't bend. And of course, if you're making gears, you don't want aluminium that's going to bend, you want aluminium that's going to break, because the teeth will be stronger, and ultimately, if they're going to break, well, they'll snap off, but it takes a lot to break that stuff. So, yeah, whereas with soft, they can chew out, possibly. That's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. So that was a free bit of aluminium. But yeah, I had to go through my cutters to get one that would really do a good job on it, and I finished up with this rake, the high-speed steel one here, did the job. So that's it. Worthwhile exercise, free bit of aluminium, and can't complain. But I think that you're better off, quite personally, I think you're better off purely from the casting point of view if you use a short length of tube like I showed you originally, because you're going to be working with a short piece of aluminium anyway. You're not really going to be needing a big long bit like this too often, I wouldn't imagine. So you're better off just to cast shorter lengths and just work on those, and yeah, it would be easier to pour. I think it'd be more consistent. You get less imperfections, and it'd just be a better job overall. But anyway, there you go. That's it for now. I'm going to have a beer. I'm dead dry. Okay, see you guys. Cheers.